forget, when I tell you about right quick before I go on, I was wrong about the insurance cool. That was just to add him. When I called them today to add him in the truck, that was like 620.
What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. And tonight we have a lot to talk about. We are going to talk about why modern women are not worth men's time. And we're not going to talk about it from the aspect about how, like, uh, we're not going to just talk about it from, we're going to take this a little differently tonight. Okay? We're going to take tonight's topic a little differently. And to help me out tonight, I'm also joined with my co-host tonight. We got P back in the house. What's going on with you there, P?
What's up? What's up?
What it do, brother?
Chilling. What's going on, sir? How you doing tonight?
We had some technical difficulties trying to get up here, and it was trying to stop us from talking tonight. I ain't like that much none. Listen, we gonna give the people what they want. We're gonna get straight into our first video so we can start talking about it. Now, this topic that we about to start off with is something that's near and dear to our hearts. You kind of asked me about it the other day, right? About where we used to go when we was younger. But it ain't about where we used to go. We're gonna talk about that too, but it's more about where we like to just be, no matter where we was at. Check this out. Put a 1 in the chat, you guys, if you can hear it. Put a 1 in the chat when I start playing it.
Watch this video about nightclub culture, and I'll be right back to discuss it.
Nightclubs are gone.
They're gone.
They're completely
Do you know,
gone.
in 2019, there was 1,500 clubs in the UK. Today we're sitting on like 600, and they're just getting more and more lessons.
I talk to my nieces, like my niece is like 24 or whatever. They don't really go clubs. No. They go festivals yeah. Or if there's a big event, a big super club, once they book the tickets for that.
Yes, nightclubs are done. They are finished. The culture is gone. And here's a few reasons why from someone that has performed and played at huge arenas, as well as nightclub venues. And I've also worked festivals. The way that young kids are going now is the way that it used to be back in the day. They're either going to have a kickback at someone's house and have a DJ there, or they're going to a large festival that's less expensive over a period of days where they don't have to worry about VIP and expensive prices for other things that they charge at clubs. And I'm happy. And the reason is because club promoters and club owners have used people for way too long. For instance, they know that the club is not at capacity, and they leave people lined up outside to try to sell expensive bottle service and tables. The other thing is they got these bottle girls who are scantily clad trying to get you to drink more and order more bottles to the point of shaming you so that they can press up their tips and press up the club's profits. You're not even a real bartender. You can't even mix a drink properly. I don't need you here at my table. I think that the younger generation are way smarter when it comes to partying and spending their money on entertainment than my generation was.
All right, let's talk about it. I figured this would be a topic near and dear to you and my heart because, bro, we didn't party in some places, bro. Hell, you done been here in my town right now and partied out here with me. You seen how it was, how I had the table going and everything like that. You seen it. But I can tell you this is a discussion that I've been having. The same thing he talked about is the discussion I've been having with my bartender friends. And we're going to get into that part. But what are your initial impressions about what my dude said over here?
Man, you're 100% right, man. I can't even argue with nothing he said. It's like working in the departments I work in, we get more calls for loud noise ordinance from parties at people's houses than we get anything from any club. You go to a past club now, there ain't but 2 cars there, and they 40 years, 50, 60 years old in there. So ain't nothing popping off at the club no more. So I totally agree. It's not like it wasn't the sneaky days and the Bourbon Street days and none of that going on no more, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, we was young whippersnappers there on Bourbon Street, barely legal out there, trying to
We wasn't
hope we got
legal.
enough, have enough little peach fuzz. But here's the thing, bro. Like they used to let us in, and they let us in because we weren't really about drinking that much. We might have one beer, maybe, if that. And you've never really been a big drinker per se, you know. So, but we used to go out there and dance, though, man. We used to get everybody hyped and everything like that. And them were the days, bro. Them were the days. You had it your way, and I had it mine.
But we had it.
But we had it. Oh, snap. Yeah, you and I done partied all over, man. Here in Vegas, New Orleans, upstate New York. We done party in freaking, we party in
Hawaii.
Seattle, Hawaii. Bro, like, look, you and I done party in a lot of cities around this country, bro. One of the things I noticed, me and my girl went to the nightclub like I think a weekend ago because we have a friend that bartends there, and we were doing like couple night, you know. And we like to people watch now. You know what I mean? You get older, you just want to kind of people watch. Sip on something and watch. Man, ain't nothing to watch in the clubs. Ain't nobody dancing. Everybody at their own little table and stuff. You know, nobody socializing like they used to. What do you think about that?
It's crazy because I had this conversation with a coworker of mine, and we were talking about how the non-communication of these kids is basically cleared out the clubs because you see these kids in the club now. If they go to the club, the ones in the club, it's like you see the guys on this side and the girls on this side, and it's like, what y'all came here for? You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
dance floor is completely empty. The DJ, he up there dancing to his own songs on his own spins, like he the only one enjoying the show. And it's like I'm so confused, bro. Because I like when we went to the club, I can't say on air what we were looking for, but we all know. And it's like, what's the point of y'all being here? And I'll be so confused by that, man. I don't understand it.
So
I think it's because this
ironically,
culture can't talk to each other. Like we used to could talk to each other. We used to could be like, "Hey, girl, what's your name?" Da, da, da. Now these dudes don't even know how to talk to girls, man. It's like, "What's your snap?" That's the way they flirt now.
yeah, yeah. Um, I, now let me say this. I've had this conversation with other bartenders, and you know, I have a local bar that I go to that's near my house. Now, bars are still good. Bars are still up and popping. It's the nightclubs that are dying. And
Yep.
believe it or not, the nightclub that, the nightclub that I had the table at, I ain't gonna say the name right now, but they're gonna open, they're supposed to be opening up another one, but they're gonna open it up in a busier area. And the one that we went to that I used to work at is closing. And it's just not getting enough business. Because what's happening is this younger generation, we used to close down the clubs, right? All my older folk know if you was having a good time, we were dancing, you sweating, you know what I mean? Girls don't look like they did when they
Lights
first
come
walked
on.
in the club because everybody's sweating and nobody cared. This younger generation, though, 1, 2 o'clock, they out. So part of it is the pandemic. Part of it is some of the clubs, those 1,500 clubs, didn't make it past the pandemic, right? Because a lot of people had to switch their styles up and you had the social distancing and people weren't making money. So bottle service was the only way to keep a lot of these places open, right? Um, but that's not even it. The economy, the inflation, right? People want to talk like they all balling and shit out there, but a lot of people just ain't got no money no more to go out like that. And and this younger generation, they don't have that type of disposable income. I'm not saying we had it, but comparatively we did, right? And they just don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
And and they also are smarter. They taking it back to, hey man, I just rather just chill at the house with folk we know. And that's like taking it back to the house party days.
But I would like to add something to that.
Please.
It's also the fact. See, these kids are like more violent than we was though too. You know, a lot of people don't want to go out because they feel like, man, I'm not going out to that club with them little young mother bubbas. You know what I mean? Because they shooting and killing at clubs now. We didn't really have that problem. We fought. You know what I mean? You had a problem
Yeah.
at the club, somebody step on your shoe, I see you outside, dog. We handle that like that. Now it's these kids is packing guns, they shooting you outside the club, and us as older people, we never was with that culture, so we don't want to put ourselves in that kind of danger. So now the older people are not going to the clubs because they don't want to hang with the younger people. Versus when we were going, it was a vast age group in the club when we were going out. You could be
Oh yeah.
from
There was always that
18,
OG. There was always that
yeah,
OG we used to holler at. Now we that dude.
yeah. You know what I mean? It was age ranges from 18 to 56 in the club when we was going. Now you
Yeah.
walk in the club and you don't see nothing but 18 to 22-year-olds because the violence of these kids and the fact that they don't like to get their ass whooped, they'd rather shoot you than fight. I think that has a lot to do with the club culture too.
Man, look, these kids say something nowadays. I'm trying to figure out what the heck is an op, man. These kids always talking about they got ops out there, bro.
Opposition.
I don't. No, I already know. I'm just playing.
That's the reason I say that because I got to hear it all the time at work. So
These kids got that op out there. Who the hell is op? Who is op? Is that like, the bad version of Unc or something? Who knows, bro? Who knows?
is that the
These
opportunity? You're
kids.
gonna get your opportunity outside, boy.
You get some opportunity? Yeah, boy. We used to get them opportunity, girl. Girl, come over here and let me get that opportunity.
That's the only op we had
Oh,
back in the day.
that's the only op we had, bro. Or that dude looking at you sideways because you talking to the girl he didn't have the balls to go up to.
And that's because he took the opportunity.
Yeah, he didn't take that opportunity. Yeah. Let me shout out the gents right now. See who we got in the comments right now. I just wanted to start off something, get it popping with something light. So I figured that was a good little starter to talk about the club and everything like that. Shout out to DeChamp. Thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate you, Preston. Yo, Sean C, TSG, and the Uncut Peeps. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Melissa for being here. Thank you, baby. Melissa was one of our sponsors last week. And of course, if you want your name down on the tickler down below, you know what you need to do. Go ahead and support the collection plate. All this goes back into the channel to make it better. Thank you, everybody who's ever donated to this channel. And thank you to the 41,000+ subscribers we have. And also, I want to give a special shout out to all of my members only people. And I think what I'm gonna start doing with my members is I'm gonna start doing more impromptu videos. So it may not have fancy thumbnails and stuff like that. I think I'm just gonna screenshot a picture of me on the screen, come up with a title about what my thoughts are, a topic, and we're just gonna start doing it that way too. That way I can get more member videos out because there be things I want to talk about. And I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing all this editing. So if you guys are members, I hope y'all down with that. Let me know any of my members that's in here if you okay with that. That way we can have more videos out because there be things I see that I do want to talk to y'all about. And sometimes it's like the editing slow it all down, right? Shout out to XL Pro. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Keys Cortez. He has a point about the violence. Yeah, bro. So, yeah, a lot of us don't want to deal with that, bro. We just want to go and have fun, bro, or just at least be able to have like decent conversation. You don't be around fighting your op or whoever that is, right? Willie Harvey, thank you, said other people. Yeah, other people at the club. Is that Preston? I know what op stood for, bro. I was just playing. I was playing the old dude for a second. Glad as an MF to catch another live, young guy. Oh, no problem, brother. Thank you. You calling me young, man. That's good. I appreciate that. I colored in some of the side gray. Just a little bit. Just touched it. Let's get sick with it, Biatches. Oh my goodness. Tiger G, what up, though? From 313. Huge fan. Salute. Thank you, Tiger. I appreciate you, brother. There was a dude named Tiger down in the Pebblewalk, bro, and I got into it with his cousin or his sister. And I was on the school. Tiger was like Debo, man. Like he was like Debo for he was like a grown ass dude. And I got into it. I was a junior, man, and the chick was sitting in my seat. And I got into it with her. And I'm just gonna say that. I just got into it with her. And she's like, I'm gonna tell my cousin. I'm like, who your cousin? She said, Tiger. Now in my face, I didn't want her to see the little bitch came out of me, but inside, I was like, oh my God. I'm seeing Tiger waiting at the bus stop when people when it's 3:30 and that bus pull up in Pepperwell, and Tiger would be at the bus stop waiting to whip a nigga ass. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
Tiger
Him
be
and
waiting.
Brian.
Yeah, bro. Oh, bro, they had these dudes that grown ass men whipping on high school kids, bro. Really much.
We had to get it how we live, bro. We had to get it how we live.
I was like, so on my face, I tried to keep a man. I don't give man, call your cousin, but I knew I was just like, I am dead, bro. I was dead. I was like, man, and Tiger don't miss. He must have had another. She must didn't tell him, or he had another ass whooping opportunity that was more important than me. I am sure Tiger is serving a life sentence right now. Tiger was the
3
ultimate op.
consecutive.
Tiger was everybody's op.
Everybody. Oh shit! I can't believe you said that. Boy.
He was everybody op, bro.
Oh. Yeah, he was well known in the harbor too. He was well known in the harbor
Oh
too.
man, look, that little area wasn't even that big anyway. I'm sure him and a couple of them other dudes had that whole area on lock, bro.
It's him, Brian, Irvin, all of them.
Bro, yeah, they weren't messing around, bro. Tonight's subject. Men are just done with the games, bro. That like, listen, they got a lot of women who come on here and they don't understand, man. They're like, yo, why are men not acting like they don't care? Or they're not chivalrous toward us, or they not doing what they used to do. And I'm gonna show you this clip and then I'll get your thoughts on it.
Like, what happened? What happened with the chivalry? You see that bar? You see the bar full of men sitting down, literally just watching women in heels stand up. Like,
you want to know what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. See, what y'all girls don't understand is that when men get online, they actually be paying attention to the stuff that y'all be saying and doing, right? Especially when attractive girls get online and say and do stuff. That's who they be focused on. So every time you see a pretty girl make a video and talk about how she be disgusted when men talk to her when she out, how she don't like it when men look at her, men have conversations with her, don't talk to her. Like when she makes videos like that, the men are paying attention. When women like that are making videos, the men are paying attention, right? And so they figure, okay, well, this must be what it is. This must be what women want. Right? It don't matter about the women who ain't really that attractive who get online and be like, oh my God, we want you to talk to us when you out. Like they're not listening to you. They listening to the girls who they find attractive and what those girls are saying, right? So you can't counteract the girls who they find to be attractive and them saying silly stuff online. So back to the point. Because those girls are getting online and saying silly stuff like that, when men go out now, they not hollering at you, they not bothering you, and they not getting up out their seat to let you have it. You know why? Because you've gotten online and showed how entitled you are, and you've shown how disrespectful a lot of y'all are. Why would somebody want to give up their seat for you? Right? You knew you was gonna be standing up when you put the heels on. It is what it is. But for y'all to think that you can keep getting online and saying all of this outrageous stuff so that you can be a girl's girl and get follows and likes from other women and think that this stuff is not gonna show up in real life some kind of way, it is. See, here's the thing. When men get online and they try to...
All right, hold up. All right, I didn't think that video was that long. So give me a second. Let me put us back up here. I want to. There's a video that I want to play. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Because this video clip is perfectly going to summarize what she was talking about. And it was in my last video. So let me, I got it. I got the video ready. Check this out. This is talking about women approaching or men approaching.
For the niggas that's scared to talk to girls or the girls they want, what advice would you give them?
Don't.
It really depends.
So notice the first girl said, don't approach. Okay, I want to holler at a girl. She said, don't approach. Now, the second one, check this out.
Elaborate on that don't. Like, why don't you think they should?
Because a lot of times females don't even be interested. Like if we go out, if we're just going out to have a good time, a lot of times we don't even want men talking to us. Like we're with our homegirls. We try.
Now, see that? You heard that? So she just said exactly what that lady said in the last video. So if I don't have any stake in the game, or, you know, I know that a lot of women now are getting online, talking the exact same way, why the hell am I going to give up my seat? Now, on the flip side, listen to when they do want you to come holler at them. And we're going to talk about that when we get to the other side.
Or like, say for instance, we do be out and it is some good looking men around. And if they scared, like what you scared for? Like come up, but don't be cocky, don't be arrogant, don't be rude. Like be gentle, like be nice, be cool.
Now, when we do that, that don't work. Because the dude too nice, right? So let's finish it out.
If you're scared, if you're scared, you just need confidence. That's what you're scared for.
Okay. That's what I wanted y'all to hear. Okay. That's what I wanted. Thoughts on both of those videos together. Hey.
Yeah, I'm here. You want me to go? All right.
I said thoughts. Yeah.
My thoughts on that is this. See, when we used to go out back in the day, and me and you know how me and you used to do, we spotting everything in the club. We already made our targets known what we going for. When we used to go out, you could go up to a girl and dance or be yourself or be you. And it wasn't the same reaction as these girls are now. And I blame that on the money mentality thing in the clubs now. Girls nowadays don't even look at you unless you look like you got money now. So these dudes not trying to be talking to these girls that's gonna only want me because I'm wearing this designer shirt or I'm wearing this designer chain. When we was going, you used to put on a nice outfit. It had to be no designer. You can go and get you a girl, get a number, get whatever you had to get. Nowadays, with this money mentality culture that these young girls have now, and that these I call older young girls are putting out, these 30-year-olds too are putting out.
Hey, that's gonna be a video. That's a video. I'm figuring out how to make that video because it's already got 80 clips in the folder, bro. And I can't have an 80
I'm
clip.
telling you,
Bro.
So these older, younger mentality women are making it to where men are not even interested because we're not trying to put on this elaborate show. For what reason? What reason do we have to do that anymore? You know, we'll catch too. If I'm gonna put all this on, I can set the bar and look pretty by myself without having to worry about you. You know, it is what it is. So, I mean, that's what I think about it. That's where I go with it.
So yeah, no. That's legit, right? Like, I say all the time, right? And I've said on the channel, you can tell me whether you agree with it or not. I'm gonna put out this statement, and this is what I've said to dudes. I understand why men aren't approaching women right now. I get it. For all the reasons you listed, for all the reasons I've said in multiple videos. But I also said that if you like, there's an old saying, if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. So I still think that men need to be social and still talk to women. I'm not saying necessarily you're going for them, but you need to still be out and you still need to still have some level of social. You still need to sharpen that iron a little bit. You still, look, even an old tiger or old lion still every now and then has to be a part of the hunt. Because if not, they're going to replace him. He old. He still got to show that he's still the man. So I'm saying I get why men ain't doing it, but I'm saying if you don't work on those skills, they'll atrophy. That is my thought. So I'm saying that I still think men need to at least socialize or be in some setting to socialize with women. I'm not necessarily saying the club. I'm just saying you got to put yourself out there a little bit. What's your thoughts on that?
But Sean, you said one magic word in that whole phrase that don't barely exist anymore. You said
Okay, what's that?
women. You
Oh,
said women.
okay. Okay.
You said women. That's a word that's very very lightly used now. You listen to these gorillas and sexy red songs and all this. That's what you're getting in the club now. Them ain't women to me. Them is them thoughts. That's what them is over there. Them over there. You know what I'm saying? So why am I gonna waste my intelligence to go holler at you when you not even focusing on what I'm saying? You focusing on what I'm wearing. You focusing on what I'm driving. You focusing on my jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Why am I wasting my time and my effort on my conversation, my intellect, when that's not even where your focus is?
So maybe go go look for Bethel, man. Go to the bingo hall or something.
Damn.
Uh,
He go to Bible study.
go ahead and talk to one of these old women. Look,
but
you want
see,
the
but see,
conversation? Go
and
talk to one of these
and
old
that's
women.
the knock on us too, because when you do that, then we feel like we owe, and that's one thing we don't want to accomplish. We like, nah, we still
Hey,
got it,
hey,
player.
hey,
We still got it.
do not, let's not get into that, because that is the whole next video that I want, not the next video, but the one after that I'm working on. Literally, we're gonna talk about all of that. Gents, I know I told y'all we'll put out these videos. The one video I said I was gonna put out, I might do it a members only video. The one where I said how these women are getting scammed. I pushed that one on the back burner because there's two topics that I want to talk about. And that one that P is talking about right now, we got to talk about that. It's got to be in that conversation about older women. And, they're like, why? I don't want to get too deep. It's coming. It's coming. All right. Listen,
Well,
something that these young, well. Anyway, let's get a couple comments, man. Do you seriously think that tiger can fight a killer carnivore? Hell no, even tigers can bleed. And not that tiger, and not back in the day. Again, that dude probably serving life sentences somewhere. Okay?
for triple
Mo
homicide.
he said triple OG homicide. I don't even know what that is, but he's serving it, okay? Facts. Dana isn't lying. Yeah, Dana don't lie. Thank you, Retro Big Cat, for being here. He said, why would we give you our seats when you're so strong and independent, don't need no man? Well, okay, yeah. I mean, Willie say the ugly, not as attractive chicks say the same shit. So honestly, how and why should men approach women nowadays? For real, for real. Oh, that's a good point. So
I was gonna get
even
on that one. I was definitely gonna.
bro, then go ahead and cook. Go ahead and cook. Go ahead and say what you got to say, brother.
Woo, let's go. All right, about the ugly chick
Let's go.
mentality.
Okay. All right.
Whew, all
Well,
right, let me calm myself down.
calm yourself down.
That
Get
is a
yourself settled.
major point, bro. You got pennies with a dime mentality. Like you can't have that, bro. It's not the way it works in the world. So why are we going to be complimentary to you, and you ain't even really on our level, but you acting like you better? That would make that turns a lot of men sideways. Because again, for example, just a small example.
Okay.
We went to a club in Philly, and I was opening the door for a girl. She came through, and the look that she gave me, like, why are you opening this door for me? What you want from me? Kind of look like you can't even be chivalrous anymore, because they all think you expecting to holler at them. And trust me, she wasn't worth that kind of time. But he's absolutely right.
Wait. Hold on. Let me interject real quick. So you open the door for somebody. She got the stank look on her face, which
Yep.
goes
Yep.
against when women say men aren't chivalrous. So when you try to be chivalrous, then you got these women like, don't do nothing if I got it. Why you opening my door? I can do it, right? So like men are getting mixed signals. I still do it anyway.
Yep. Because that's how we was
Because
raised.
I can't turn it off at this point. But I will say, you can say thank you. You know what I mean? I ain't got no problem with that. Yo, you can say thank you. That's one thing I love about being older. I'm like, yo, hey, get your own door next time. Like I don't care, bro. I'll say it. I'll say it, bro. I don't give a shit. Okay.
And see, it's like you
Go
can't
ahead.
even speak to a woman no more. It's like you can't even speak to a woman no more without her thinking you trying to holler. You say, "Hey," she's like, "What you talking to me for?" Like I was just saying, "Hey, like, how you doing?" Speaking to you. It's like everything now it comes with a challenge to it when you speak to the opposite sex. You don't even know how to speak, when to speak, what to say when you do speak, because you know what's gonna come back to you. Like this the other day, again, I was in the store and I said, "You have a good day." "I got a man." I ain't asked you that.
How
You
dare
know what I
you?
mean?
How
It gets,
dare you?
yeah. How
Try
dare
to
you think
try
I
to
even
say
was
have a
interested?
good day.
You know, it's stuff like that, bro. That's becoming the problem for men, and just even speak, not even in the club aspect, just even speaking and dealing with kind of some types of women. You know what I mean?
And now it's not the juice ain't worth the squeeze though, bro. The
Yeah.
juice ain't worth the squeeze. We're gonna talk about that later. Let me catch another comment. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there. That's some good stuff right there. Chris say you're the ones who said don't approach you anymore, and now you mad that we've given you exactly what you asked for. So it's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't. So really, we're gonna talk about we're gonna. I think I got clips coming up that's gonna get into the deeper minutia of what, because there's more underlying with what Preston's saying here, what we've been saying.
Oh yeah.
So we've only scratched the surface of this topic. Okay, we've only scratched the surface, right? Yep. Mo says facts. Retro Piquet says they don't know what they want anymore. Exactly. That's where we men walk away from them. Okay, we're gonna get into all this, baby. We're gonna get into all this. As previously mentioned, you have to go to bars, parlors, or speakeasies, but now escorts or worker women are catching on and going to those spaces too. Ooh,
Ooh.
we gotta talk about that one. Ain't no hey,
Yeah.
Keys Cortez, man. You bro, that's one I didn't even think about. And here's the reason why I didn't think about it, P. I didn't think about that one because I live here in Sin City. So because I live here in Sin City, seeing escorts be a part of the dynamic ain't nothing. It's kind of like it's like I can just spot them, but they don't like I almost don't even see them no more. You know what I mean? Because I'm so used
I
to seeing escorts.
I can tell you
Like,
firsthand, living in Dallas, he's not telling a lie. I was in Dallas
okay.
in the nightclub having a good time, hollering at this girl, and I'm thinking she vibing. Next thing I know, she like, "Well, you know I cost, baby." I'm like, "What?" So yeah, he dead on, bro. He dead on. Like you can't describe. They infiltrating into the regular clubs now. You don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Preston says she's focused on material possessions instead of the character and heart of a good man. Like what kind of house you live in.
Yep.
Mo laughing. CBP said they right. I am bored. Yup. I don't even care no more. Shout out to Los D. Shout out to Los being in here. He said, "What's good, fam?" From Learn Crypto TV. Make sure y'all go over to Los's channel if you want to learn about investing with crypto. Go over to Learn Crypto TV and watch this brother. Hit you up on that. Also hit you up with living out of the country. Him and his beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Latin woman, right? Doing their thing. And you're going to learn from them, all right? Shout out to you, Los. Good seeing you, brother. Billy, Billy Hubbard, he said the older women are worse than young women. It's messed up out here, big bro. Hey, listen, Billy, man, I swear to y'all, that ain't the next video, but the next video after that, I promise you, I'm going to figure out how to get them 80 clips down to about 30, okay? I got like 80 clips in a folder just talking about older women. When I figure out how to make it something, it's coming. I'm telling you, if it ain't this week, I got this one video I'm already working on. Just made the thumbnail for it. Next week, gonna be the older women video. That'll kick off on Monday or Tuesday. I promise you. I promise you on everything that video coming out. Okay? Telling the truth, it happens. Yup. Yup. The best way to deal with that is to tell a woman, this is a friendly conversation. I am not flirting with you. They act better real quick because they feel humbled, but that's not the point. Man, I don't listen. I'm gonna be me. I ain't letting nobody. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm different, bro. And you know how I am, P. Even with my girl, I told her, I said, look, me, I have a flirtatious nature. And that don't mean I'm trying to get with these women. This is just who I am. It's just the way I talk to people. You know what I mean? And so, yes, I've had to deal with women thinking that I'm coming on to them because of the way I talk, the way my nature is. But I don't even want to deal with them. But here's the thing. I am not going to stop at this point in my life being Sean to appease some of these, some of these modern women out here. I'm not. I'm just not going to do it. Shout out to 92 Dolo for the $2 super chat. Find a woman that follows your leadership. Absolutely, 92 Dolo. Let me get him on the banner there real quick. What's your thoughts on that, PY? Get him up on the banner there.
I 100% agree. I mean, these days, like I said, bro, with the money mentality, everybody want to know what you got, what you drive, how much it is. It's hard to find genuine conversation anymore. Everything with conversation nowadays, you got to wonder if it's real or if you're just trying to figure out what I got. You know what I mean? And that's hard for a man because it's hard to find that one good one nowadays.
Absolutely, it is. Let me. I gotta run through these a little bit so we can get back to the videos. All right. Yep, I heard that. Nah, I let that ish close. I let that ish close right in their face. Close right in their face. Limbeck. Thank you for being here, bro. Hey, Steve. He said, "What up, my African American gentleman?" I appreciate you, Steve. Steve is one of our regulars here at the channel. Thank you for coming through, my brother. How about a woman with a 304 mentality, expecting princess treatment, expecting to get six figures? Yeah, that's what we talk about that all the time, right? That ain't nothing new. Women, get real and get over yourself. What's up, man? Yeah, what's going on, brother? He said middle-aged women are still playing games. I called a woman last night. She said she was on the phone with her brother. I told her, no problem. I got to call my sister.
Ooh, that's good.
That is good. So what happens when the men catch on as well? Yeah, right? They catching on. Hello, Jello,
Yeah, that's
ding
probably we
dong, the
have. That's
women.
that's why we're sitting in our damn seats.
That's why, yep, exactly. That's why we ain't getting up. So remember those young girls that sorry, y'all. Remember those young girls that played that one was like, well, we don't want y'all really to talk to us, and the other girl was like, well, blah, right? And then the girl in the white in that video, she said, well, y'all got to be nice and come to us a certain way, blah, 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 right? Let me tell you what women think about the nice guy, the safe guy routine. Check this out.
Okay, have you ever dated the safe guy?
No, I hate the safe guy.
You hate the safe guy. Why?
Because I don't like them. And I'm faking the funk. And I find it really hard to do that.
Okay.
Because I'm a cringer. An invisible one. Like the safe guy is usually somebody you're not sexually attracted to. Usually somebody that like, they'll do anything for you. They'll come running, they'll do this and that.
Yeah.
But then when you gotta reciprocate some type of energy to thank them for that, you be like,
yeah,
that's me. And I visibly cringe. And like, imagine a nigga trying to give you a kiss and you recoil like that. Like,
I know.
Ooh, I should have used that face on the video. Hold on real quick. I messed up when I did the thumbnail. I should have did this one right here. Oh, I messed up. I did not see that because it was only a millisecond. That's why I did not catch that. That would have been a perfect face to put on that thumbnail, bro.
Yeah,
anyway,
that would have been perfect.
Yeah, I know. I messed up, but whatever. I didn't see it because it was like a whole millisecond, bro. All right, it was a fraction of a second. So listen, I get it. If there's somebody you don't like, there's somebody you don't like. And unfortunately, some men are going to fall under that safe guy routine. But there's a reason why I played that. Because now I'm going to make this statement and I want to know what you think. Obviously, you know me very well. You know me too well. So when I make this statement, I was thinking about making this video so long ago because I've gotten frustrated with women, whatever, right? To the point where I was just like, you know what? It's time. Evil is good. Evil is good.
Ass is good.
Ass is good. And when you get your
Woo!
yo, I almost went there. I was just like, you know what? I should just tell these guys, F it. Just go demon semen on it. You know what I mean? And I was like, I cannot do
Straight
that. That is
savage mode.
No, I want to tell dudes to do that shit, but that is like wholly irresponsible with a platform. You never want to get to the point where you have a platform where you get so frustrated at the situations that you're seeing and going through where you come back and tell some irresponsible crap on your channel. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that was bad. Look, sorry, y'all. That was the brown liquor talking. I'm sorry about that. I want to say that I'd like to retract that last statement that I made in the last video. I hope that you all can forgive me for my 304 nature as a man.
But I
said
meant
I'm
every word of
sorry.
it.
Oh man. So all right, back to the subject at hand. I'm about to make this statement. He went off on this tangent. I'm about to make this statement.
Oh shit.
I hear too many women say they don't want to deal with the nice guy no more. What should stop men from not just running? Like, look, y'all didn't drop the price of coochie, right? Less than a carton of eggs. Okay? What is it? Why shouldn't a man why shouldn't certain men that can do it just go ahead and just, hey, just be the bad guy?
Well, my statement to that, C, is this. Look, I feel like they don't want the good guy because they so damn toxic. They don't know how to handle a person that ain't toxic. They would rather deal with more toxicity because they know how to cope with that. They know how to handle that. They know how to talk to that. They know how to react to that. But they don't know how to react to a dude that's non-toxic. If I'm yelling at you and all you say is, okay, dear, I understand. What you mean you understand? You ain't gonna curse at me back? You ain't gonna call me a bitch? Well, I don't want you then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of the nice dudes are losing. But when you get to the wrong person, like we ain't gonna say no names, but
Say no name.
you talk to that wrong brother and he give you that I don't know who the you think you talking to mentality. They melt on their drawers at that point because they like, oh, he might hit me. I like him. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy part of it. That's the kind of thing that just makes no sense. But it's the world we live in. See.
So now, so Brown Liquor Sean would have made that last statement, like, yo, man, F this crap, bro. Just do your thing out there, bro. Just go ahead and just run all through them. But you know what, though? Call me Grape Drink Sean. Okay, this is Grape Drink tonight. Ain't no liquor tonight. This is Grape Drink Sean, okay? Grape Drink Sean. Hold up. Matter of fact, Grape Drink with the pinky up, with the pinky and the pinky ring, bro. Look, hold on. Let me get a little of that. Let me get a little bit of that sip. Let me tell you why that is the wrong way to go. This should be its own video. Actually, it will be. I'm going to tell you why being the dog dude is the wrong way to go in 2024 going into 2025. Y'all can write this down. You can take this to the bank. You can go ahead and tell your brothers, man. You can tell this to any real G. And he's going to be like, damn, that's sound advice. You ready? I'm about to tell y'all right now what it is. What it is that, as I state on this channel all the time, we as men need to be on our grind, on our purpose, right? If you ain't, that woman, just like P said, ain't got your best interest. So don't worry about it. They don't even matter to you. But if you stack your cheese and you get everything right, bro, the places you can go, the type of stuff you can see, bro, for the price of going to the club, what we used to go what twice, 8 times a month, right? Friday, Saturday, sometimes during the week, but let's just say at an average, Friday and Saturday, you out. For the price that it used to cost to go out for a month, you can save that for 1, 2, 3 months, and you could be out of the country right now. You can literally be out of the country, and you go and not have to deal with this bill. And the other thing is too, the way things are with the economy, the way things are with the future stuff, a lot of us men need to take this opportunity to save money to stack for retirement. See, a lot of people don't be thinking about what am I going to do when I get old. Well, if you save your money right, and if your money making money for you, bro, you could be laying off on some beach, just like I was doing 2 years ago when I was like, I hit you up. I was like, man, I'm out here in Mexico, bro. Retired like a mug, right? Just chilling. Every day I was like, I'm gonna walk to the market today, right? And look, I felt guilty for living that life. Guilty, bro. So I'm saying instead of wasting your time I'm gonna get on these hoes, man, you're gonna wind up putting yourself in a situation if you get caught in that court system in any way, whether that be through child support or whether that be for, as P stated, having to lay hands on her, because she didn't put hands on you or whatever, and you get caught in that court system, you are done. You can't get your passport, you can't leave, right? You stuck here. And if you get caught on that child support plan, that 200 and something $1,000, if not $300,000 that you paying in child support, that could have been your retirement savings right there. That's why you don't do it. What you got to say about that?
I have nothing to say but amen to that, brother, because I'm one of the ones that got caught on that child support system, so I can vouch for that shit. I mean, if I could do it all over again, if I would have had someone like you when we were coming up to tell us this, it would have made a world of difference for me. So that's why I applaud you for all that you do for these younger generation guys, so they can understand that there's more out there than New Orleans. There's more than out there than the West Bank. There's more out there. We didn't see that. We never saw that, and I didn't see that till you came along and showed it to me. So it's just the mentality to have somebody to show you that now that I wish I would have had. So I agree with you 100%.
So I since you know me so well since we were kids, right? Was not my mentality always that I was going to leave this shit one day? I was like, man, I got to get out of this. I always had that mentality, right? I ain't never not had that mentality. I always said, man, there's more than this, bro, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna find it. I haven't barely scratched the surface on what I plan to do. I've had enough taste to know what I'm talking about. That I can confidently come on here and tell y'all there's more out there, bro. First you got to get outside of that little bubble where you live at, right? And then you got to expand a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And as you expand out of your comfort zone, you should be expanding as a person. And that's why you don't need to be one of these dudes that's being demons out here to these women, because they going to get theirs, right? With all of the dudes that got sense about themselves gone, then they going to realize we messed up. We messed up.
Yep.
Shout out to Surge Fit Bro Training and Reviews. This is one of my my channel members right here. Sometimes these women don't understand that shit. That some safe guys go what safe guys go through to get where they at. Yeah, and listen, if I think if you get called a safe guy, especially if you got things going on for yourself, right? But you know, because sometimes like these women don't understand. Oh, I just went too far. We have a video clip. We're gonna talk about that. I don't want to get too far. Okay. Big bro, thank the Simps, bro. They messed it up for us. Yeah, they did. Yup. He not lying. A lot of these females will get married and still be cheating. That's a whole nother subject. And
Yep.
and guess what? We're gonna talk about that in my very next video. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all the thumbnail to my next video. So that way when not now, but if you stick around to the end, I'm gonna show you to the thumbnail to the next video. So when it drops, y'all know what y'all looking for, okay? Hell no, don't even give Pookie-licious lovers your life seed when they've been used by Tyronius and leftover chickens. Oh my God.
Hey.
Jesus Christ. Real talk, big bro. The only interest that women have is seeing you as a walking ATM machine in a catastrophe Hellcat scheme. Them Hellcats, they want that. All right, this next video is going to keep in line with what we've been talking about in the previous video. So let's get to it.
Women are not romantic. Y'all want romance, but y'all not romantic in general. What happens when you do get the man you want? You're not even prepared to take care of him. Because every woman want a good man until it's time to be a good woman. Y'all want a king, but y'all not king size. Every woman ain't fit for a king. You're not even king size. You don't even know how to make him feel 10 feet tall. Yeah. And then when that man's love cup is on E and he begins to act funny, they project.
Yeah.
Look, let me say something real quick. That was some deep stuff that he talked about in that last one. Let me just say this real quick. In the beginning of it, let me just hit that one more. Like,
women are not romantic.
Boom. Let's start with that. Now, I've made this argument before that, and that many people have made this argument. Women are not romantic. It is men. Think about it. I want you to think about it, and you tell me if you agree or disagree. I don't really tell me what you think, but women are not romantic. It's men. Think about it. We've always been the one that's wrote the poems and the sonnets to them, bring them the flowers and the candy. We got to get on one knee to marry them. We have to woo them and stuff like that, right? Most women sit there and just take the romantic gestures because it's supposed to make them more attracted to you. Now we're dealing with a generation of hard-ass independent women that if you come off and you try to be romantic with these women, they're going to look at that and say, you one of the, what was that last statement in the last video? You're a safe guy just because you're romantic, or you're the nice guy because you're trying to wine and dine and be romantic. Wine and dine now with what these women want ain't the same as what it meant back in the day, which is why men don't want to participate in women's delusion with that. What you say about that?
It's exactly what you said. It's like when we used to the romantic part always came from the man, and now it's like men are wondering, okay, if I'm doing all this for you, why am I not getting anything in return? It's like it's almost
no,
like
but if you need something in return, you a little biatch for that though.
That's what I'm about to say. I was just about to say that. It's about now. It's about shaming a man now. It's about like if I'm like you played a video a couple live streams ago with the guy telling the girl, "You look, you didn't show up for me at my birthday. You wasn't there for me when I needed you." When you played that video, bro.
Yeah. Keep going.
When you played that video, bro, that said it all right there. It's like women, these new masculine energy women, don't understand that being a man, you still need love too. You still need to feel appreciated too. You still need to feel valued too. And now the only thing that they care about is how much you love them, how much you value them, how much you can pour into them. But like the man was saying, when you're done pouring and your cup is empty, then they want to trip because you're not the same guy anymore. Well, I can't keep giving if I ain't getting nothing back. I can't keep pouring if you're not pouring into me. And that's the problem that women are not understanding and not seeing these days.
You know what? Let's play that video clip right now that you just talked about, where the man tried to say something and try to talk about what he needed, and the woman quickly shamed him. I got the video for you guys right now. Thank God you said a week ago or 2 weeks ago,
About a week
whatever it
ago,
was. About a week or two ago. It's about 2 weeks. I didn't do a live stream last week, I don't think. So, all right, 1 second.
When you didn't show up for my birthday in St. Louis, I felt that you wouldn't give me the time and attention that I needed. I told you we should just become friends because it seemed like that you weren't showing me no interest.
You wanted me to court you and woo you like you was my girlfriend.
I never did want to do that.
Yes,
you just
you
saying
did.
that, okay. But you
No,
can have
that's
that.
real talk.
You can have that.
That's
okay.
real talk.
Okay.
See, ladies, this right here is what we're talking about. A simple apology. You know what, baby? I'm sorry. I should have been there for your birthday. That's all she had to do. But no, she went to shaming that man, making him feel bad.
That's all right. We ain't gonna go into the full video. That's all we needed to catch right there. Okay, that's the video you was talking about, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
like I said, what that video shows you.
Go ahead.
What that video shows you right there is you expect, but you don't expect to give. You expect, but you don't want to give anything back. You don't want to show that man how he's appreciated. He's telling you, look, I just wanted you to be there for my birthday. It didn't have to be about courting me. It was just about your presence is all I required. Versus us, when we have to bring a gift or flowers or dinner or yada yada yada, he just said, I just wanted your presence. And she couldn't even understand that.
Well, let me jump in before I forget to start, bro. Let me jump in. For a lot of us dudes, we respond really well to, hey, can I trust you? Do you got my back? Are you down with me? And so when you say what you said, I'm gonna say it more like, yo, you showing up for me, give me a little bit more to like, I can trust this woman. Because that's when we can trust you, we can open up to you, right? And then I also showed on a recent video, one of these recent videos, that if a man open up to you and you break that trust or you take advantage of it emotionally or whatever, he'll never open up again to you, and he may never open up to another woman like that again, right? A lot of men start off good men, wanting to be a good man to their woman, wanting to be open and sharing with their woman, everything that women say that they want from men nowadays. But the reason most men shut the hell up when it comes to expressing themselves is because some woman that he thought he can open up to then took advantage of that shit and broke his heart. What do you think about that?
I 100% agree. I 100% agree because, again, the thing about us is, as quickly as we give it to you, is as quickly as we'll snatch it back. Because we feel like for us to even be vulnerable, it takes a whole lot because that's not something we're taught. So if we find that one woman that we can say, okay, I'm gonna give this to her. That's a special gift that if you take that and run with it and fuck it up, you mess it up, that you done messed it up for everybody at that point, because like you said earlier in your other brown liquor showing statement, we savage mode at that point. We savage mode at that point. It's you can get it how you live at that point. And it's not fair to the other women, but it's what has to be done in our mentality. It's what has to be done in our nature. We can't go back there. That switch is now off, and it takes a lot to turn it on.
I just had this conversation with my girl about this too. I told her about what my ex said to me that made me flip that switch, and I just didn't care no more. You know what I mean? And I told her, like, me and my girl talk, right? So I told her, I said, look, I wasn't the best version of Sean then. I probably not only hurt my ex with all the shenanigans I did, but I hurt a bunch of other people too in the process because I was so hurt, right? That's that dude I told y'all about earlier, why you shouldn't turn that dude on. Because if I could go back, I would have just ended it with my ex. I wouldn't have hurt so many people in the process. This is older me looking back 10 years ago and saying, yo, I would have done that differently. You know what I mean? Not just from not hurting everybody else, but also what it did to me. You know what I mean? So I could have did without that in my life. You know what I mean? So I went on Brown Liquor Sean for like months. I went on Brown Liquor Sean for like damn near a year before things just ended. You know what I mean? I stayed on Brown Liquor Sean. I'm talking about sober Brown Liquor Sean. I didn't care, bro. And I told you
And
about it.
that's
And I told
yeah,
go ahead.
and that's why a lot of men have a plan B. Women don't understand. They think we just want our cake and eat it too. But when we get to that point, bro, we feel like we can't put everything into one person anymore. We got to make sure that we're always on our toes. We're always on our P's and Q's. So guess what? If you ain't gonna do it, I'm gotta make sure I got somebody else over here that will, because you ain't gonna get me into the situation where you F me up and I'm stuck out, assed out. We're not gonna do that no more. That's why a lot of men have that scenario.
God damn. Yo, I tried to ask my ex to pour into me, and she couldn't. And I think right here it goes back to what he said. A lot of women really do not know how to treat nor talk to a man. Women of this age were not trained to be wives, but a lot of men, even in single parent homes, were trained to treat a woman right. And that's what it go back to in this. Why she can't pour. A lot of these women cannot pour into men because they don't even know how to talk and treat us. All they know is this independent mindset. That's the angle that women are coming at men from, right?
Let me make this one statement, son. In my household alone, my mama
Okay.
raised us. My mama raised us to talk to a certain woman away, handle a certain woman away, court a certain woman away. And then on the flip side of that, she used to tell my sisters, break that nigga. Get whatever you can out of him. Take whatever you got out of him. So it's like the women are being trained to be savages and the men are being trained to be the quarters. And it's like we're always behind the eight ball because your mom wants you to be the good guy to the girl, but she's telling your sister, break him. Get whatever you can out of him. Do this, do that. And it's like, how you sending your son into a world of women that you teaching to be like this? And that's how we get caught up in these situations.
Yeah, yeah. I think, yeah. I look on that note. Let's get to the next video because the next video, right, is going to show that some of y'all may have seen this video before, but I think it's pertinent, right? This woman who was dealing with a good dude and see what she do on the flip side. Check this out.
Oh shit,
You
that's
know,
not
some
this.
real shit. A lot of the videos that I be posting, like far as dating, be from experience. Like we all know as guys out here who ain't shit, right? But when I met a man, and I mean a man who displayed masculinity, leadership, and maturity and successful and remarkably handsome, I fucked it up because I didn't appreciate him. I wasn't prepared to understand the type of man he is or what type of man he can be for me outside of his income, right? Like I was playing games, I was lying to him all the time. I was emotionally immature. I was argumentative. And not to mention, like at that time, all I really had to offer anyway was a piece of coochie, a bad attitude. I really didn't have that much feminine etiquette, and I didn't really give nurturing and submissive vibes. So I had to learn. It doesn't matter if you're in or not in a relationship with a woman. Coochie cleaning and cooking, we all can do. But when you add that with again making him feeling desired, respected, and appreciated, and you can speak those words of affirmation into him, that's how you show him you're different. So, ladies, work on upgrading who you are as a woman for yourself first. So when you meet that grown man, you're ready for him. The handsome hoe hero.
Shout out to this sister right here for at least getting it. Like sometimes, look,
Salute.
none of us is perfect, but it sounds like she get it. If she ain't playing these same games, hopefully, she can recover from that. And that's kind of what the not the next video, but the video after that with the older women. A lot of these older women had that exact mindset that this woman talked about, right? The same mindset where she thought it was just all about her coochie and she just gave out bad attitude, this and the third. And a lot of these women will take this, go all the way until they older, and still think their value is the same as an older woman. Now that I didn't found Jesus, I didn't change now. But at that point, that's why men check the Carfax, check the 304 facts.
How many
We
accidents
gonna
has this
check
vehicle been in? Shit.
men, look. Ladies, I'm about to drop game on y'all. I'm about to drop game for you ladies. You better learn this shit. Here it is right here. You all are more impulsive buyers than men are. Men are impulsive about certain buys, but for the most part, when we go, we know we've already looked at and researched it. We've already compared to something else, right? And then we go in, we might browse a little bit, but usually if we go into a place, we going in because in our head, we are looking for this thing. Now, unless the person working there going to tell us, hey, this is okay, but you really want this one. And you be like, why is that? And we're going to talk specs with the dude. And we're going to be like, well, I seen it had this amount of horsepower, this. Yeah, it got a lot of horsepower, but there's a little, the variable transmission on these aren't really good. And it'll break after this many miles. So you don't want to buy that, blah, blah, blah. That's why you want to get this one. They got rid of the CVT, right? Or whatever the hell, right? They got rid of the CVT transmission, whatever, and this. So you're like, oh, okay, right? And you're like, let me sit on that. So now you can go do your own research. But this is the way men, a serious man, approaches a woman too. It's like the same thing. Bro, I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna check the 304 facts. I'm gonna run some tests on it. Hey, let me take it for the little test drive around. Let me hear the engine. Let me look. Oh, the floor, by the floorboard where the pedal at is worn down underneath that new carpet you got. Okay. This is the way men look at women. We are not as serious men ain't as impulsive about what they about to go get as most women are today. What do you think about that?
I'll say this one line to that. See, I agree with everything you say, but the one line I'm gonna say is men deal in facts, women deal in fantasy.
There you go.
You know what I mean? We deal
Yep.
in, okay, what can you do? What can you bring? What can you give? Women deal in, oh, he must have this, he got this, so he must be like this. It's a different mentality on how, like you said, they're impulsive because they can see something and they're like, oh, he must gonna treat me like this because he got this. And we dealing with facts. Like, okay, how many men you had again? All right, wait, how many baby daddies you got one more time? Okay, how old your children is again? Like we
seen
gonna
that
do some
you
research.
you seen that video with the dude who was on the Pop the Balloon show and he said, how many baby daddies you got? Okay, blah blah blah. You didn't think after the first time that blah blah blah, and he got a lot of crap for it, right? He got a lot of crap for it. You like, you didn't think after the first time? See, we give you the first one, but the second one, the second one, that's on you. That tells me you ain't learned from the first time. You know what I mean?
Or you want it, but you got the first time, so you put yourself in that situation.
Yep, exactly. Check this out, man. Oh, let me catch something. Willie said big facts earlier to something we were talking about. Never pour water in an oil field and a pollution contaminated ocean. A woman with bad attitude equal terrible cookie and dried out nookie. and the 304 facts. There you go. All right, listen. You were talking about like the young cats, whatever. These young, and we talked about earlier about them not going to the club. Young cats is getting it, man. And they putting out some good stuff out here. Let's listen to what this young dude got to say. He even got the OGs going, yep.
Once I hear a girl say, well, I'm just a girl, I know that you're broke and lazy.
Watch to the end on this now.
Pay attention and listen. This is going to open your eyes.
The end gonna blow you.
Me and my friends, we were talking to our friends that are women, and we asked them this question. If your man that you're married to was able to buy a $400,000 house with his own income, but if he needed you to help out with the mortgage, you guys can qualify for an $850,000 house, would you do it? They all said no.
Crazy word.
No, but with all jokes to the left, but we were all confused. We were like, why wouldn't y'all want to have an asset that's worth way more money and most likely can yield way more equity if you guys just put your two incomes together? You know what they said? They said, well, I don't want to spend my money. Like, why can't he just spend his? You are an enemy of progress. You're a bot.
She an op.
Enemy of progress.
Hold on, what's equity anyway? Like, who cares about that? I said, things are making more sense. You will never make it.
Never make it.
Never make it.
Never make it.
So I'm like, all right, the man gets the $400,000 house on one income. What's next? They're like, well, now he has enough money to pay the mortgage. He can take me on dates. He can get me flowers. He can get me gifts. Then I just posed one question. Who's saving? They said he is. Okay.
Bro.
That goes back to my statement I told you about my mama. See, treat you to be the man, teach you to be the man, go provide, but then tell my sisters, girl, get whatever you can out of him and leave him where you got to go. That's the mentality that women are being raised with. They'll say, I want a man that's going to get me this, that can afford this, but I ain't bringing nothing to the table. I'm gonna spend his, and that's where we at right now in society, bro. That's what it is.
I think the crazy thing is, it's not crazy. The thing is, what we know about these women, even the ones who supposedly independent and got degrees, a lot of them got a whole bunch of debt, but they don't understand the difference between a liability and an asset. And most of these women out here are walking liabilities to a man. Okay. And I got a phrase for y'all that I've been saying in my head for a while now. And I'm gonna drop this phrase after I finish saying what I'm saying. I even think of it when I'm in the gym. I'm writing it down so I don't forget, because sometimes I forget in the heat of the moment. Okay. So back to what he was saying. These women don't understand liabilities and assets. Now, if she would have just put in, you're not putting in, you're qualifying for a home worth $850,000. Now, if she puts in two, and then they can get that home that's worth even more, even if they split up, it would be a division of assets, and they both can profit off of it. But they don't think that long term is like, what can you do for me now? What can I get now? And that's why a lot of these women end up 304. I almost said the H word, Jesus Christ. I don't have monetization on. I've learned, let the video play, turn on monetization later. Then they don't flag me as bad. But that's the thing. Women don't think long term. One of my favorite phrases of all time to say, not the one I'm going to tell y'all, but one of my favorite things to say came from Denzel Washington in Training Day. You know what I'm about to say? Well, one of my favorite things to say is, this shit is chess, not checkers.
That's checkers.
Right?
I knew it.
And these women out here playing checkers, bro, and like real men out here trying to play chess. Because I've said this, y'all don't know what's coming. You can't see it. Y'all don't see the writing on the wall. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I don't want to get too deep into it, but the point is, things is shaping and happening, and if things happen a certain way, man, the people that didn't take care of business, didn't handle business, gonna be hurting. They're gonna be hurting. And I'm gonna tell you, it's tough. It's tough out here in these streets, bro. Anyway, the phrase I said is that you guys can learn from this is, if a woman can't make me money or help make me better, then I don't need her. If she can't make me money or make me better, I don't need her. And this is the mentality that men need to go through. I know this is more of a summary statement, and I'll bring it up one more time when we get to the end of tonight's video. But I wanted to drop that now because we're talking about modern, that video clip I titled, Modern Women Are Not Good Investments. And they not. Anytime that they're not willing to help you make an opportunity that both of y'all can profit from, not worth it. But this next clip that we're going to talk about, go ahead, finish this. Go ahead, yeah.
I was just gonna say, Sean, that's because, again, like you said earlier in your statement, they don't look for the future. They look for right now because again, look at the role models they're looking up to right now. Look, just look at it. There's nobody sticking around like when we came up. When people stuck it out, people roughed it out, people toughed it out. That's not existence anymore. It's if you can't do it for me, he can. You know what I mean? That's the mentality now. No, we don't. They don't have that structure to say, well, I will help you if you fall. I got you if you fall. We're gonna be together if you fall. It's if you fall, I'm gone. That's the mentality.
So that's funny you say that because it just clicked on me. Just clicked. That is something that we're going to talk about in tomorrow or Friday's video. Depends on when I can get that video done. Okay, so it's either going to come out Thursday or Friday, and I think this might be the perfect time to show y'all the next thumbnail for the video because that aspect that you just said is going to be in the next video, right? So this is what the thumbnail look like. I want y'all to be looking out for it. But this is a thumbnail for the next video. And just what you said about they're not thinking about the future, they're thinking about the now. And all of that is going to get revealed in this video. That I promise you. Everything that P just said is coming out in this next video. So I'm showing y'all the thumbnail now. So when y'all see it, watch that thing to the end. Watch it all the way to the end. Okay? I'm writing the script for it now. All right, let's get back to the other video. All right. Now this next video clip that I'm gonna play is gonna talk about how men.
If you find your
God dang it. No, but look. This is the way Corey Holcomb. We about to listen to Corey Holcomb. He actually had an interview recently with Cam Newton, and a lot of stuff got said. Yeah, I mean, like some of y'all may have seen some of this, but this clip right here talks about how men choose their queens. Check this out.
If you find your queen and she looks good, that's a blessing. But your queen should be chosen not by looks, by the quality of who she is. So all these girls with BBLs, yeah, I'll fuck them. You marry a girl with a BBL, something wrong with you. I know a lot of people who tried it. It don't never work because you're marrying somebody with a mental issue. They crazy.
Now listen to this. Listen to this. Cam went on some simp shit here. He must got him a BBL wife. Let's just listen closely. It cuts off at the end, but listen.
Is this you being funny or is this really
this
how you
is
feel?
the real, brother.
Say less. Can we get into our game?
See, it sounded like he was trying to change the subject. Like, why would he be offended? That's real talk right there. What you think?
It's 100% real, bro. Like Corey said, I have come to find myself watching a lot of Corey Holcomb videos like this. A lot of women don't like him, but he says what needs to be said. Now, I don't agree 100%. I don't agree 100% of the time, but 98% of the time I do. But
right.
When he said that, he's telling 100% true because if you can't be happy with yourself, how you gonna be happy with me?
Right.
If you can't love yourself, how you gonna love me?
Right.
If you always looking for something better, how can I trust you to know that I'm enough? Because what you was given wasn't enough for you. So when he's saying that you're dealing with a woman that's already superficial as it is, instead of dealing with a woman who's understand who she is, love who she is, and comfortable who she is, so now she can give who she is to you. But if you trying to marry that woman that's on that superficial stuff, she can't give you what she don't even have.
Yep.
And that's just what he's saying.
No, that's real talk right there. I think I understand how we can be visual creatures at times. I don't think this is all men. I think that there are some men. I was that way, right? I was a little picky back in the day, like really
Marcus
picky.
girls.
Right? One of Marcus's girls, right? I was really picky. I had a type, right? And the thing about it is, though, looking for that specific type, like the spectrum fits here and here, blah, blah, The messed up part about that is though, it makes you let some qualities go. It like some things that's really more important, that's more important to me now, wasn't necessarily as important back in the day. And I let a lot of good women go by, and you know it. You already know. I let a couple that
We
probably should be in the house right now. You know what I mean? Could have been in the house right now. I let a couple of them go, and but that was me being younger. And now that I'm older, I'm like, especially having had dealt with my last ex, my last major ex. Um, that right there, like that was the start of me realizing there's more to your woman. Yeah, like you are blessed if your woman is good looking and she have all these qualities. But it's starting to become rare to find a woman that you are attracted to and she have like really good queen type qualities. And so that's why I consider myself a blessed man right now. Go ahead.
You know what? See, it's funny that you say that because when I was in the dating world, a woman used to always ask me, "What's your type? What's your type? What your type is?" And again, I never understood that question until I got older. Because
Okay.
once you get to be older, your type is mentally stable. Your type is financially secure. Your type is emotionally available. That's your type.
Yeah,
But when
yeah.
you get
That's
asked
your
that question, when you get asked that question back then, your type is, well, I like them light skinned, well, she got to be thick with a nice ass. See, you start to value different things when you ask that question at different times in your life. So I think when Corey was saying that, he was speaking from the time of, I'm a mature man ready to settle down now. I'm looking for
yeah.
a queen, as he said. He didn't say I'm looking for a girlfriend. He said I'm looking for a queen. And the way you get a queen is you got to be a king and build a kingdom. You can be a
Yeah.
prince and diddle daddle your little piddle paddle any way you want to because you're not ready to be a king at that point. You ready to like he said, I want to sort my royal oats. You know what I mean?
I want
From
to.
coming to
I want.
America. So
Want to sow his royal oats.
so again, like you said about Cam, I felt like I don't think he understood where Corey was coming from. Corey was coming from the spot of saying a queen is now I'm ready to be done with it. I'm ready to settle down. So if I marry her, I'm not looking for the aesthetics of it. I'm looking for the interior. I'm looking for the mental. I'm looking for the spiritual. I'm looking for that. Now, if I get all the other stuff, hey, jackpot, winning lottery ticket. But if
Hello.
I don't, at least I got a woman I can rely on. I got a woman I could talk to. I got a woman I could share with. I got a woman I can build with versus a woman I could just look at. It's just that simple.
A reliable woman is worth more than 100 304s.
Worth way
May-
more, bro.
Maybe more than that. Way more than that too. Maybe 1,000 of them. Okay,
And we've had our share of both, and now we can honestly say we understand that theory. Trust me.
bro. We know, Jesus. We know.
We know.
Why?
We
I
been
just want to
with
go. You
you.
ever see? You ever see those videos where? Oh, you know what? I was going to use this clip for another video, but I feel compelled to use it now. There's a video you're gonna see. I'm gonna still use it in the future, but this clip that I found recently had me rolling. Your older self trying to warn your younger self. You ready for this?
Oh, I wish I could. Shit, I wish I could.
Hold up. I'm gonna share this. I'm still gonna use it in a future video, but this is gonna be a TSG exclusive right now. Check this out. No! I'm gonna run this one back. No!
Woo, woo boy.
Oh, you threw He threw the condoms on the floor, bro. Tell me that wasn't
Shit,
good.
that was great.
Yeah,
That was great, boy.
yeah,
I know there's not a man on walking the face of this earth that wouldn't buy a time machine if he could to go back and change that shit.
bro. Be like, bro, you might mess up the space-time continuum. Well, goddamn it, I'm gonna mess up the whole space-time continuum.
High day stress said, fuck your space time continuum.
Yo, we can't have you run into your future self, Marty. But I don't give a goddamn. I'm gonna run in myself. I'm gonna disrupt this whole thing.
I'm telling you,
Oh,
I'll be to knock my future self off. No.
oh man. Be like, something has to be done. Something has to be done about your baby mama.
That's crazy.
We're going
That's
back
crazy.
to the future. Let me read one of these, man. Let me
Oh
read
shit.
one of these comments, bro. I'm
Oh
sorry I went off
no.
on a tangent, yo. Yo, I'm sorry I went off on a tangent,
Because
bro.
we mean it. That's why.
Sean, something has to be done about your baby mama.
Bang bang.
We're going back to the future. All right. Oh man. I met a fine feminine woman who graduated from Yale and got a law degree from Georgetown University. I asked her, was she on scholarship or fellowship? And she said no. She was about 500K in debt. Hell, Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
Jesus. Good Lord. 500K. Yo. Like that's a setback in life.
She
Even
better jump on that. She better jump on that Diddy case if she got $500,000 in debt for law school.
Bruh, you took the words right out of my mouth, bro. She need to jump on that baby oil express, baby. 500K, bro. She need to jump on one of them Johnny Cochran cases, bro. She need to get paid for that, bro. Something.
If the
Jesus
lube
Christ,
don't
bro.
fit, you must have quit.
Oh my God. Oh, any women who gets any surgery done on her to enhance her looks, it's a mental and body image issue. Body dysmorphia is what it's called. Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Serge. Appreciate you. Thank you, Fit Bro. A woman with a BBL is completely insecure of her body and is unhappy. See, I've showed y'all on this channel that men will, like Corey said, men will F it, men will play with it. All right, let's see what this thing feels like. You know, right? We'll do all that. We'll manipulate and massage it, okay? We will do all these things to a BBL. What we will not do is wife that thing. What you think about that, bro? Ain't gonna wife it.
I totally agree. I totally agree. Like I said, you see so many big booties in your life to where they all start to look like at one point. You just like, oh yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like why I'm not much of a boob man. We seen so many boobs just in the first, you know, just on Bourbon Street and during Mardi Gras. Like I'm damn near desensitized to boobies. And then every time I went home,
You
I
ain't
saw more
lying, bro.
boobs. But it was like, yo, but it was like, bro, they don't. I mean, they're
Yeah.
cool. Like have some
And
speed
that's
bumps.
why
That's all I had. Just have.
and that's why me and you never been strip club dudes. We see it in our young life that it don't even appeal to us no more.
Bro, so much. We seen it so much, bro. We seen it when we shouldn't have seen it.
When we
Okay?
shouldn't have
It's
seen.
just crazy. And that's exactly why they live in their own lonely misery. Yep. And how can anyone find a queen when you only get bed peasants and broke, dusty pheasants? God dang, Preston. Preston come with the rhymes. 500K in debt is crazy. It
Bars.
is insane. It is insane. I wish I had my future me to warn me also. Oh, you guys are awesome as hell always, man. Thank you, Preston. I appreciate
Thank you,
it.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
The future of the Chitty Chitty Bang STD gang. Oh my God.
What the
Adam,
hell?
man. Thank you, Adam, for being here. Always chase the heart instead of the kitty. There we go. That's a good one to start off on. Now, this next video is something that I had a debate at recently at one of my bars. And the argument that was posed was the woman thought that men should, for relationships to work out, the man needs to like the woman more. I completely disagree because we see what happens with that in society, but we're going to talk about that on the other side, why I disagree, and I'll get P's take on it here in a second.
Women are only happy inside of a relationship when dating if they are at the disadvantage. Here's what I mean. If she consistently thinks that this man has more options than she does, if she consistently, here's how women get the leverage and the power in any relationship that you enter into. Let me explain. They do this one thing, and the one thing is this. They see if you are getting emotionally attached, or they get you emotionally attached, they get you emotionally invested, and then they pull back. That's the whole game plan. It's to get you emotionally invested and then pull away. This is how women get the leverage or the power in any relationship that you will ever enter into. And I don't care if this is a woman that you've been dating or in a relationship with for a month. I don't care if this has been going on for a year. I don't even care if you've been married. At all times, there is a leverage situation going on as who has more leverage and who is more emotionally invested. And the exact second that she starts to see that you are more emotionally invested in the relationship than her, she starts to doubt your value. And now she starts to pull away because that weakness that you're demonstrating on an emotional level of needing her or wanting to be with her.
All right, that cut off, but the message is what I want to get across. So it has been argued by me, okay? This is what I say to that. And I almost wanted to do a video on that. I just don't know how to, I just haven't figured out how to get it across. But this has always been something I've said. In any relationship, there's never a 50-50 relationship ever, okay? It's always at least 51-49 at the minimum. As Joe said, somebody got to be on top. Okay, there's even if it's just a 1%, whatever. Oh no, me and my man, me and my husband, we get along so well. We have this new age fangled relationship. Listen, no matter what the dynamic is, somebody got to be on top. It's 51-49 at a minimum. And that's not a bad thing, whether it goes one way or the other. Somebody gonna have to make a decision or gonna have to lead. Now, in an ideal relationship, right? To me, in my opinion, man is leading. The reason I say that is not me being, can I say it? Yeah, me being sexist or whatever. It's not me being that. It's because most women aren't attracted to men that they can control. They are not attracted to men that don't know how to take the leadership reins and the roles. They are not attracted to men that they feel that they can lead around by the ear. They may say they want that, but that's not who they go for. Why do you think you see some of the hardest women get soft around dudes that they can't control? That's why I do not think that it is in your best interest as a man to be in any relationship where a woman is 100% controlling the shots on you. Okay? Or even a 51-49 dynamic. I think it just don't work that way. I think that one will last longer, but I think the way things are today, a woman 51-49 in a relationship, that I mean, I'm not saying that'll fail. I'm saying that's the least likely to fail. But nevertheless, if she finds somebody she thinks is more masculine or better, there's a chance she can leave. There's a chance that she feel there's more happiness over on the other side of that fence. What do you think?
Well, I think, Sean, in most situations, see, it's always the woman has the 51 and we have the 49 in the emotional department because we the one got to court them most of the times. So when you got to do that courting phase, they feel like, well, he's now emotionally invested in me. I got him. You know what I mean? Because we have to go through that as we said in the video earlier, that romance phase, that let me show her how special she is phase. So now while we're giving all that, we're giving more emotion than we're getting. So we're already to me behind the woman in that mental aspect of it. Because like you said, when we behind, she's ahead. So she may look at your 49% and be like, yeah, it's all right. But I'd rather him over there that I got to give 49 and he going to treat me like shh because that's attractive to me. You know what I mean? It's just a weird dynamic.
So
It's like the boys said on House Party. The more you dog them, the more they want you. I mean, thin line between love and hate.
Thin line
And then,
between love and hate. I was like, yeah, okay. I was
yeah,
like, wait a minute, not house party. I remember
and the one that get the most hoes is the king, and the other one get to say he a dog. You know what I mean? That he said it in that movie. He gave you the dynamic of what you're trying to say, and most men never pick that up. They're always gonna want what they can't have. They're always gonna chase what they can't get, and that's the appeal to them. But when you in the situation that what you have, what you want, and it's too accessible to you, it's too in your face. I don't want that. It's too comfortable for me. Like that's the thing I'm trying to say. Women don't like that comfortableness. They say they want it. They say they want that guy that makes them comfortable, that makes them happy and makes them secure and all that. But that's not what they really want. Because once they get too comfortable, it's boring. They want that guy that they don't know how unpredictable he can be. He is he on Thursday, but he's not here on Friday. Ooh, girl, I like when he do me like that. That's what they want, and it's crazy, but that's what it is.
I like to try to be. I'm very predictable in relationships, but I'm also Sean, and that's the simplest way I can put it. So I am
AMP, baby.
predictably. So yeah, so predictably unpredictable. Is the best way I can put it. Like if you're trying to do the same thing, if you one of them dudes that get comfortable in relationships and you ain't crazy or throw like me and P is, then you're not gonna be able to throw in that wrinkle every now and then. Like to like. So look, I don't want to get too deep in that because if you ain't throw like me and him, like me and this dude right here, because you got to be able to throw that wrinkle in every now and then. But let's just talk about dudes in general, regular dudes in general. Based on what you just said, then it's going to be controversial. Okay, hell, even my girl listening to this. Okay, controversial. Maybe this ain't got nothing to do with you. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Shouldn't you continue to be a type of man? I'm not saying do it, but shouldn't you be the type of man then that keep yourself desirable enough that other women still look at you, so that your woman keep looking at you too?
I 100% agree. Because like my mama always told me, don't nobody want nobody that nobody else don't want.
Oh man, bars. My mom told me the same thing. Ain't nobody there. My mom, my aunts all told me like, yo,
Exactly.
ain't nobody
Exactly.
gonna want
If
you.
nobody else don't want you, she ain't gonna want you. So you got to keep that appeal to where she always thinking, if I fall off, there's a line behind me. So let me stay on my feet. And that's how you got to be.
So let's go back to that argument I had in the bar. Based on what you just said, based on what we just talked about, then it is more beneficial for the woman to be more into the man than the man into the woman. Because additionally, you have to look at if women are initiating divorces at a 70, 90% clip if they're college educated. Women are the ones leaving. So and they're leaving, I'm not happy. So if they're leaving for that reason, wouldn't it stand the reason that a man would need to be with a woman who is more into him than he is into her? And listen, here's the thing. It ain't about you not into your woman a lot, but it's kind of like you can never fully be that dude though. Like you might feel a certain way, but that's why men hold a lot of shit to themselves. Because after they've gotten hurt enough and been in that situation, now it's like, ladies, I'm dropping game. Okay. This is why dudes don't share. Because when they were all in, they were boring. You know, they weren't excited no more. Oh, this dude got a little bit more edge. That's why dudes hold shit in. Y'all have not made it a safe space for men to be able to open up and share emotionally with their women. If you that one of those women, if you a woman that can't keep a man, I can guarantee you probably didn't make a safe space for him to share. Or you were with an emotionally toxic dude that didn't know how to share anyway. And didn't know how to balance it all. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, it comes down to what you said in one of your other live streams I watched a while ago. It comes to the point where you have to look at you. Like, like like Cat said, you ain't got the ain't shit pussy. You know what I'm saying? It's you. Sometimes, because again, like he was saying, it has to be the woman has to be more into the man because that's the edge we have to always keep them on their toes to wonder. You have to, I'm gonna say it might sound sexy, but I'm gonna say it. You always have to make a woman wonder. You got to, because at the end of the day, if she can predict you, you've lost that edge that made her interested in you in the first place. Because they always deal with a man with some kind of mystery behind him. What is he really like? What is he really about? What is he really? They always want to have some kind of mystery about you. And if you give all that up, you're not that desirable anymore. Because they're gonna go find that dude that has that, as you say, that edge, that whatever that keeps them on their toes.
So ladies, okay. I know we're trying to be, we talked about sounding a certain way, but I'm actually about to prove it another way. Okay. Any of y'all turn on Netflix tonight and find a popular romantic comedy with a woman in it that women might like, right? The Notebook, whatever. Pick one. Go pick it. Go pick the what's that one? The English thing that everybody watch, the Bridgerton thing, whatever, right? The English and they're wearing corsets and shit back in the day. All right. Go look at any of those things and just hear me out. Look at the men that they all swoon over. He got edge. They can't control him. Other women, I almost said the B word. Other women look at it. You know what I mean? He got multiple women looking at him. Those are always the dudes that get the most attention. That the women themselves are vying for. Look at any of those movies.
I mean, see, you can go as far as look at Titanic. I mean, look at that scenario, how that played out in Titanic, where you had Rose, who's supposed to be with this dude. She's trying to secure her lifestyle, and then Jack coming off the street, homeless.
The rich dude was predictable.
Yeah, he was predictable. Remember she said in the movie, it's just another this and another that, and it's like I see myself over and over again, da 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 da. And Jack came in off the streets, homeless like a bitch, and just took her ass. Like,
hey, off the streets, son.
Off the streets, straight off the streets, and came in there and said, "Yeah, I got her," and she liked him because he didn't give her what she was wanting. He didn't succumb to the stuff that she was used to, and that made him appealing to her. That made her eventually say, "You know what? F this money. I want him. I want the street rat." And that movie right there is an outline of everything that you just saying.
So you got your ear to the streets more than I do now, right?
Yeah.
Since we're on this topic, and I know we've kind of stretched this one out, but I think it's good that we're getting here before we get into our last couple videos and sum all this up, right? Why do you think that these women nowadays are into these street dudes like this?
Because it's the culture. It's the culture. You gotta remember when we were coming up, see, it was an R&B culture. You had to be that smooth, suave dude.
Oh,
You had to be that. You had to be that Brian McKnight. That you know what I'm saying.
I'll make
That
love to you
yeah, you had to be
like
that boys
you
to men
want.
type dude. It was a suave. It was a suave era. Now,
Damn,
from what
bro,
I'm seeing,
that go hard.
I'm saying now from what I'm seeing in the streets, what I have to deal with, they want them ghetto rapper dudes. They want the dude that it's just a different mentality. I can't even explain it because I don't even understand it. So I
I
know
don't
it, but
understand
I
it either.
can't
Yeah, I get
understand it. So that's just what I see now. It's like, why are you even with him? He got, you know what I'm saying? He got all these issues, and because I just love him. What do you love? What is it? We can't ask those questions, but I be wanting to know, bro. Like some of these domestic cases I get called on, I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like what?
We just finished.
Like what? You know what I mean? And it baffles me, bro. So
bro, I can't imagine what you see on the
yeah,
DV case, bro. Oh, bro.
it's bro. It's just one of them things that I cannot even answer this question, and I see it every day. I when I get in my car after, and I'm on my way to the station to do whatever I do, paperwork, whatever. I'm thinking to myself like, what the did I have? Did what? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then here's the funny part, bro. Here's the funny part.
All right.
After you do the lockup and the booking and all that stuff, right? You can go back and look on the paperwork, and it's the same woman that come bail him out.
Oh,
So it's like,
why did you like? Oh man.
why did you even call me if you was gonna come down here 45 minutes later? I don't know. I can't answer these questions for you, Sean. I can't see. I can't. But
So
I just think
yeah, go ahead.
it's the mentality. It's the culture, bro. It's just it's the culture. When we, like I said, we came up, you had to be smooth, dog. You had to dress a certain way. You had to talk a certain way. You had to woo a woman. Now you just call yeah. Now you had to, call her a B word, and she might melt in your mouth. You might melt your hands or something. You know what I mean? Oh God, he called me a bitch. Oh God, like that's the mentality now, bro. I can't
I'm
explain it.
about to
I don't
mess
know.
y'all up. I'm about to mess all of my R&B heads up. You ready? I'm about to mess you up with something. You got me good with the bailing them out thing. I got one. I'm about to one up you on this one.
Oh, please do.
So I recently paid for the Beamer to like I get unlimited car washes for the month. So the car was clean, right? Car was looking clean. I just left the gym, so brother had the good little swole in the pump on. I had the windows down on the Beamer, bro. I had the top open because the weather is really good right now, like really good in Vegas, right? It's warm, but it's like nice, right? It's supposed to be low 70s, high 60s, but the sun make it feel perfect, right? Um, I'm playing R&B music in the Beamer, bro. You ready? Why they had people looking at me like I was gay?
But to them, you are nowadays,
tell me I'm lying.
bro.
And I'm talking about I had it's called it's either like my 90s mix or my classic mix or it's called old school with a K, old school, right? So, I had the Tevin Campbell in there. I got, the Jodeci. I got all of them, bro. Shy, bro. All of it. Mint condition, all of it. Bro, when that shit bumping out the car after I leave the gym, I got it up on crank because that's what that was our thing.
Yeah.
Why they looked at me like my
Like
dangle
you soft
swank,
as
bro?
cotton.
Soft is
Like
soft as Sherman, son.
soft as baby shit.
Hell,
I know, bro. I know. I get that same look. 'Cause, you know,
am I lying about this?
no, you're not. We from the same era, so I get that same look. You know how I roll. You know what we do. That's what we do. And I actually pulled up at a red light, and I got that same look. And the girl kind of looked at me, and she shook her head like, I don't know what's wrong with this mother. I don't know. And I'm like, that's because y'all don't have music no more. Like it's
I was
not.
about to ask, is there any R&B anymore? I don't know. I don't know not one R&B singer right now. Not one.
There's a few. See, there's a very few, but they getting overplayed by the ratchet. They getting more gorilla, sexy red. All these girls getting more spin than them now. Like before, it was R&B then rap. That was a secondary. Rap was a secondary culture when we was coming up.
Oh,
You either
yeah,
had to
yeah,
know
for
it
sure.
or you had to find it or whatever the case may be. But you knew
Right,
R&B was on everywhere you went. It's the reverse
right.
now. It's like R&B is the stuff you got to go find. They got a lot of underground good R&B artists. You just got to go find them because they're not getting spin. They don't have the video shows like we used to have. When we grew up where they could showcase these things and all that. So
Right.
it's just a flip of culture, man. It's just a flip of culture. That's all I can say.
So with that being said, this is I call it a longer video. It's a little less than 2 minutes. But this guy that we're about to listen to now is going to talk about ultimately what we talked about in the beginning about modern women not being worth men's time. He's going to talk about why guys are dropping out. And there's a couple of points that I need to stop in here and talk about that I think is real important for anybody listening, men and women, to understand about what's going on nowadays and how men are thinking. Here we go.
I think men are starting to come to the realization that the juice just ain't worth the squeeze. I've been seeing articles about how guys are dropping out the workforce. And I've also been reading articles about how guys are dropping out of dating. And I was wondering why so many guys are not working, why so many guys are stopped dating. And I think it's just because the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Now let's stop it right there. Now the reason why I'm stopping it there is because he's going to talk about multiple things, and this part is his own topic. And let me explain why I say that. Okay. Oh, sorry, wrong way. Women don't realize. I'll let you chime in when I'm done. But women don't realize that the reason that society is built up to where it is today is men did that shit for women, right? Like men of ourselves, we don't need all this stuff, right? Like we like nice things, but like that's even new too. A lot of dudes just did what needed to be done, got the things that needed. Yeah, you made sure it was good, you make sure it worked good, but for the most part, we as one, I think it was a comedian said, we don't do it for the ninjas, we do it for the bees,
Snitches.
right? For the snitches. We don't do it for the ninjas. We do it for the snitches with a B. Okay? So a lot of so a lot of things that so a lot of the motivation, we know that 54% of black men are single and they childless. Okay? Single and childless. 54%. A lot of men, it ain't even just in the black community. A lot of men are just checking out. They are like done. They might hang in a little group, but they ain't trying to. They just doing their thing, right? They chilling. This is becoming more prevalent. So there is no incentive for a collection of men to actually work hard and kill themselves when they're not even going after chicks. You seen the meme? You all may have seen the meme where, hey, men would be happy with just this. And it's like just a TV on the floor, Xbox or a PlayStation one of them little folding chairs, a mattress on the floor, but it's overlooking the ocean. Men would be okay with this. And I think the reason why men are like, why there's a shortage of men in the labor force is because men don't have to work that hard if they're not going for women. What you think about that?
100% agree, bro. 100%. Like you said. I mean, we don't do it for the bros. We do it for the foes. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we don't need it. We are. I tell my girl all the time, we are simple creatures. We y'all make us complicated. We simple.
Yeah.
Like the old saying, all you gotta do is freak me, feed me, and love me. That's it. I don't need nothing else. I don't need nothing else.
Yeah.
All this material stuff, I don't care about. We don't go out and buy the $80,000 Mercedes for ourselves. We can buy a $2,500 Ford Escort. It's gonna go the same place. It's gonna
We'll go
move
the
the
same
same
place.
way.
Yep.
We don't buy that
Absolutely.
for us. We buy that so when we pull up in the club in the $80,000 Mercedes, we gonna get somebody named Mercedes. You know what I mean? That's why we do it. You pull up in that Ford Tempo, you know what I mean? You probably going home by yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. So we do it for those
Oh
reasons.
man. Look.
So I agree with what you're saying. The simpler for the better.
Fit bro said I need to escape the madness, but can't. I have to wait another 6 years. All good, brother. And that's actually the. I'm not going to talk about that yet. Hold up. Put a pin in this comment right here because we're going to discuss this at the very end of this video. Okay. No crap, Mr. No Chitty Chiz. You think? Tell us something that we seriously don't know. I don't know what you were referring to there, Preston. Adam says, having the right mindset, you can enjoy more life for less money without the drama overseas. Again, put a pin in this comment, Adam, because Adam always telling us about his experience overseas and how he met his wife. Did I miss this? They get bored way too easy. So if they aren't into you more, then your chances for a solid long-term relationship is slim. See, that's what we talked about. And I'm gonna actually clip like I actually did tonight's video the way I did, because I'm gonna clip it, use more clips, and make other videos out of tonight's discussion. Because there was a lot of good stuff that we said was real tonight. And I think that's why they appreciated you being back here. Because the last time you was on, there was a lot of real stuff that got said on that live stream too. You know, and I appreciate you, brother. You know I love you.
I appreciate you too, bro. Love you too.
You're my ride or die. We ain't done though. He still got more to
What's
talk
up?
about. But
What's
I
up?
wanted to break that first part down about why men are leaving out the labor force, why they're leaving out the dating market. There's no incentive. There's no incentive to do better if you're not going for a woman. Okay? So that is to give women credit for some power that they hold. But what they don't realize is it's kind of like the Matrix. Real quick before we get back to this video, the Matrix. It was a part in there where they said, well, if you kill all the humans and reset, then you're not going to have all the power you need. And the robot said something cold to him, and it was simple. He said, we are prepared to survive on other means, right? Basically, like, yeah, we could kill all you humans and we might suffer, but we'll find other means to still make it. You won't. And that's where men are at now. It's like, okay, well, we're gonna blot out the sun, thinking that was the source of the machine's energy. But what they don't realize is we as men can survive on. We don't need that. I mean, like we do need it, but we can survive on other means that don't have nothing to do with women, and we'll be fine. You know what I mean? So
It's like that debate that I'm seeing on Facebook. See about I'm not a dating man if you take me to the cheesecake factory for a date. We don't need no cheesecake factory to survive. We can go right to Burger King and $5 meal bag. We good, bro. Like spending that
I'm gonna win this dude.
$85 Cheesecake Factory is not for us. That is for them.
Yeah, again, it's not for the ninjas, it's for the stitches. With a B.
With the B.
With the B. While I live in a country who hates men, go find yourself an exotic fruit that tickles your taste buds. Man, Adam, you're gonna have these do man. Wait, Adam, I'm telling you, put a pin in that, Adam. That's how I'm gonna end this. That's how I'm gonna end tonight's live stream. I swear. Let me get back to this video so we can get there.
Like, think about it. Imagine working like 50-hour weeks, right? You doing overtime because you really grinded. Just so when you see your check, you see a third of it going. And you read on the news that the US just sent a care package to Ukraine. Are you sitting here struggling? Like, imagine going on a bunch of dates as a guy, right? Knowing that if you ask someone out on a date, you're expected to pay for that shit. And the girl you're talking to has no interest in getting to know who you are and just want a free meal because she's broke. And on the flip side, imagine if that shit is successful, right? And you end up getting her your girlfriend, and then you progress the relationship along, and she's your fiance, and y'all get married, and y'all have kids, and then now what you signed yourself up for is a whole load of responsibility. All their well-being is on your shoulders, and nobody thanks you for that shit.
Ooh, you know what? Actually, it wasn't anything left. There's only 3 seconds left, but that right there, that part, when I seen that P, that shit resonated with me. When this young man here said,
Me too.
Imagine you then signed up, you then started this family, you didn't do all this stuff only for no one to thank you. And as Charleston White tries to say, he'll say, no one thanks a man until his presence and his essence is no longer here. Nobody appreciates a man until he no longer here. And that's when they tally up who you were, right? That's when you get tallied up at the end. Craziness.
Because at the end of the day, nobody feels like a man is supposed to get credit for what he quote unquote is supposed to do. But a woman is supposed to get credit for what she does. That's just the way the mentality is. And
no matter what it is, yeah.
No matter what it is. We can go out, break our backs, bring a check, pay everything, do whatever needs to be done around the house, and that's what you want me to thank you for. That's what you're supposed to do as a man. That's what you're supposed to do.
But let you say you're supposed to do shit around the house.
Yeah, I ain't supposed to do nothing. Ain't nobody said that was my job. Da, 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 da. Well, when did we define what my job was and your job wasn't? That's what I always want to know. That's the major question I always ask. We defined what my position was. Why we never defined what yours was?
Right.
Because a lot of these modern women feel like
1 million. Oh, you're right, bro. You're right. Now check this out. Since we're at the 2-hour mark, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna. I'm gonna let Adam's phrase get us into our last clip. Why live in a country who hates men? Go find yourself an exotic fruit that tickles your taste buds. All right, check this out. I'm gonna play that one back, bro. It's so fucking funny.
Oh, I give myself a Himmlick, Reggie.
Oh, Reggie, I can't take it no more. Oh my God. Oh, oh, oh. I cried on that one, bro.
I
I
just
cried on
tearing
that
right
one.
now.
Oh man.
Oh,
I saw that one. I was like, man, anybody who makes it to the end of this live stream, Jesus Christ, bro.
boy.
Oh man. So Adam says, if you are a chocolate king, find yourself an African queen who knows how to treat a man. Yeah, man. Or.
I'm out.
I'm out. F this to get out. F this out. Oh man. Oh, oh, bro. Jesus Christ. Oh.
But
Oh,
wow.
that's trading a black hood burger for an Asian one. Hey man.
You lay your
So
long time.
long time. Bro, love you long time. I was gonna play this clip with Charleston White, and I didn't want to play it because I can make a whole video based off this. I'm gonna make a video based off this whole Charleston White clip that I found. But he talked about how what's happening is, for especially for some black men, and I see it in the comments all the time, right? They are realizing that they are getting more from others than they own women. And that's a problem. That's a problem for the community, which I've addressed in multiple videos. Okay. I'm not trying to separate the community, as people like to say in a couple of comments from recent posts. Oh, you're just trying to be divisive. No, I'm trying to wake y'all ass up. But y'all don't
Trying to
see it.
save you. It's again, Sean. You can give them the roadmap, but you can't put them in the car and make them drive. So I mean, you just giving them the perspective to see where you're messing up. So make the adjustments so we all can be united. But
I'm trying, bro. And like, listen, I know better. I know that it's not my job to try to change everybody's mind. My job is to help those who want to listen. Even the women who say, man, you know what? Like, it's hard for me to hear some of the stuff that they're saying, but I know they're telling me the real. And that's something for me to at least ponder on, at least take in consideration, take my feelings out and listen to what they're saying. Read the comments. You'll get a good idea what men trying to tell you about how they feel and think, and you'll be able to adjust and make those adjustments if you're looking for a real man. You see what I'm saying? Wait, hold up. I gotta put this up. The champ, $5. $5. $5 holla. Oh, Charleston White, I got a love hate with him. I like he tells some real stuff, but he also leading people astray on certain other things he's doing and saying. So look, I can not agree with a person, but I can also take the truth from what they're saying and use it to make a point. And that's what I do. Just, make sure to do your research before overseas. You can get yourself in trouble chasing the wrong type of women. Nope, absolutely, Adam. And you know what? Let me add on to that by saying that yes, as a traveler myself, you need to do your research. You need to understand where you're at. You need to understand the local customs and stuff like that. Like you need to understand these things when you leave the country. A lot of dudes are getting themselves in trouble because they go out and they're being all desperate. And you need to go there and you need to just literally be on chill, right? Like if you are desperately chasing after women, then going overseas may not be right for you because you can get yourself caught up that way. When you look at it as when that's not your primary reason for going, then that's how you're gonna keep yourself out of a lot of trouble. You know what I mean?
And that's like us. See, that's how we had our mentality our whole life. When we would go out, we weren't going out for looking for nothing. But hey, if it popped up, we wasn't gonna turn it down either. And that's just how we was. And that's the mentality that you gotta have wherever you go.
Yeah. No, thank you. The last African doing a great job, TSG. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Charleston White be speaking facts most of the time. Listen. He talking some real shit. Listen, I used to use clips, Fit Bro. I used to use clips from Fresh and Fit, and sometimes because they would say some real stuff. Sometimes the reason why, if you go back on my last, I don't know, 10, 15 videos, you haven't seen any Fresh and Fit clips unless the woman is talking. And the reason is because these dudes are going down such a damn toilet hole. I don't even want their clips on my channel. Now listen, Charleston might be saying some shit that I disagree with sometimes. Like I use the real stuff from his clips, right? But at the same time, he says some shit and he's just wrong. I know he could be like, well, I'm an OG and I'm just saying you're wrong, right? You're just wrong on it. It's like you might can talk about some hood real nigga stuff, but I just said to drop an N bomb. Jesus Christ, you already tell I was. Anyway, you already know that's I know I don't do that. But here's the thing: he might talk that real stuff, but even he'll tell you he do it because he know that's gonna get the click. So the Bible says, "Prove all things, hold fast." Hold on, real quick. Prove all things, hold fast to that which is good. I listen to what he say. If it can make my point, I'll use it. But there are certain things he is saying right now. In these next 2 weeks, he's wrong. And I'm gonna tell you, after having served 20 years in the military, what he's saying on certain issues, he's wrong. And that's what I know better than Charleston White. See what I'm saying? But anyway, they're not. That is perfect. They not like us. Straight Kendrick on there. What are you about to say, Pete?
I was about to say on the Charleston White tip, people gotta understand and separate the man from the character. It's like Orlando Brown on all these clips I see him on. Everybody know he's playing a character, but he come off so retarded that people can't help but watch. But it's a character. And some of the stuff he's saying is true, but you so much of a character, I have to watch this. And it's the same thing with Charleston White. You have to separate him from the character of Charleston White because little unknown fact to you, see, I knew Charles, not know him, but I knew of Charleston when I was in Dallas. That's technically where he's from. So he was so he was always doing little stuff around the city before he took off. He would always, diss the rappers and talk about how he was going, he was going to raid they trap houses and all this and all that. He'd been saying that stuff. That was the character of him. And once that character took off, then you'll go back and listen to some of the stuff he said about the community, how much he's talking about how we need to help each other, da 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 da. He's playing up to the character of Charleston White sometimes, and you got to separate the two.
Absolutely. Hold on. On that note, I pulled up something.
Tell Minnie Mouse to suck my sack like Raven did when she was black. I suggest you niggas. Yeah. Well, I meant just that.
Just that?
Just that, yeah.
So what do you mean to say, like?
Let me skip it because this dude will hit you for copyright.
Gave me, and then I gave her some. I do.
Oh, bro, that would make me laugh sometimes, bro. That would make me laugh sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
He's a character. He's a character.
I probably should have elaborated my statement better about Charleston White. It felt like I got roasted. Oh no, you're fine, bro. It wasn't about you. No, it was just more like I'm just careful now. Like I said, the reason why Fresh and Fit ain't like us, they ain't. I'm just careful. Listen, you can learn from anybody. You can learn from a wise man, but you can also learn from a fool. and I use the clips to illustrate a point. But it don't mean I rock with or agree with everything a person be saying. It's just that what they said in that moment is the perfect phrase for what need to get said. I consider myself an artist, and not every brushstroke is going to look pretty in everybody's eyes, but it adds to the full picture, and that's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? What is it? Sometimes you have to worry less about some of these thirsty horse ass MFers because you can lead them to water, but I'd be damned if they drink. What, really? You ain't, man, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Adam said, first you should create the life you deserve overseas. Then take the time to find the right partner. Boom. That's it. And that's kind of the same way what we've Adam, exactly. This is the point that we've been making on this channel. If you ladies don't get this, the point is on this channel, I talk about us working on us, right? Us men being in a position to work on ourselves, to be in the position that we want to be in. And then in the process, if you find somebody, if you've done the work, then you'll eliminate a lot of these 304s, right? A lot of these 304s again eliminated. They will eliminate themselves, and you don't have to worry about it. So this is what I'm preaching is like, yo, we have to be the type of man that we want to be before we can really appreciate the woman that we really want, you know? So, all right, P, what you got? Oh, it jumped on me. Go Army! Shout out the 1506 South Korea stands alone. Shout out to you, the last African. Thank you for y'all service. Thank you to all my veterans, my service members, my fellow brothers in arms. A lot of you guys make up this channel, and I'm grateful for all of you guys, man, because a lot of people don't know how tough that life is. You know what I mean? And you gain something, but you lose something too. You know what I mean? So, Pete, what's up? What you got to say, bro? I'm not going anywhere, but I'm gonna put the camera. This is a you moment. What you got to say to take us out of here?
All right. Well, man, I want to say this was a very, very, very inquisitive, very interesting show that we did. We touched on many different topics. Some was jovial, some was serious, and I just, like you said, I just want everybody to know that, like you said, it's best that you work on yourself and then go for what you want after that, which was a lesson even I had to learn. And I'm still learning because, like you said, every breaststroke, every stroke on the pad ain't gonna be Picasso. Some of them gonna be ugly, some of them gonna be pretty, but it's about learning and getting better. And that's what I want to shout out to you, bro. For whatever you do, everything you do on this channel, you help us learn how to be better. You help us learn how to be better for other people, and you helping other people learn how to be better for us. So that just makes us all better as a whole. And I appreciate that from you.
Hey, that means a lot coming. That means a lot coming from you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, that sums it up. All right, look, gents, I can't say nothing better than that. I will say though, I want to say shout out to my the super chat tonight from what was it, D-Lo? Wait, I said it wrong. Hold up. God dang it. Hold on. Let me get to my banners. Oh, 92 Dolo, okay, for the $2 super chat. Tonight's only sponsor. All good. I get it. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate also shout out to my channel members. Particularly, we got one right here, Search Fit Bro Training and Reviews. One of my channel members here. Again, I'm going to try to put out some more just spontaneous moment videos for the members because I want to put out way more content, bro. And I just be worrying about like making sure that it's edited. And really and truly, man, y'all contributing, being a member. I'm just gonna turn the camera on and we're gonna talk about what we need to talk about. Okay. So that's what I promised to you guys. Okay. Thanks, 2nd Marine Division, 2nd Combat Engineer Battalion when I served. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Good evening. Oh, Thurman, man, another one of my members, man. Good evening, gents. Men are simple. Stay away from these preachers. The way they capture us is with some truth. Stay simple, brothers, meaning follow your plans. Good night and God bless. There you go. I appreciate y'all, man. Look, man, I had fun tonight. I hope you guys have fun tonight. You will see the next video come out in the next day or two. So if it don't come out Thursday, it'll be out Friday. Okay, and then I'm gonna somehow next week put out that video about older women now. Okay, because there's some things we need to talk about. I haven't talked about older women in a minute, and there's things that they're saying right now that they need to get through their head about what us men want. Just what you talked about, P. Actually, I might have to find that clip and put it in there. But I don't know. It's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's gonna be hard to find when you said that thing. That's all right though. It's all right. We'll figure it out. All right, gents. Till next time. Live your best life.